So, guys, let's quickly talk about Xabi Alonso's case or his situation at what it was like at Real Madrid. Now, you see, Real Madrid as a club is different from most other clubs. I'm going to say this with I'll make some references as I'm talking about it. You get it's different. Xabi Alonso started his, he did, we all know, we also, it was evident that he did well at Bayer Leverkusen. He was able to, infuse his own style of play into the players. And it worked out. They won trophies. In fact, they were unbeaten that season. Now look at this. I remember what Pep Guardiola said, in one of his press conferences. He said, the way he lost, or the way the amount of games he lost last season, if he were at if he was at Real Madrid, they would have sacked him. Like, this is coming from Pep Guardiola saying this thing. Like, if there are teams that they can't give you that much time, they won't give you that much time to implement your ideas, your philosophy into players. Now, I'm going to say two aspects of Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid as a club will not give you that time, will not give you that space. They will not give you that freedom. They will not give you that, authority. You won't be fully in charge of the player, of the system, of the way you want to play. That is one thing we all should know first about this Real Madrid team. And I don't think that's the only club right now is doing this thing. But I think Real Madrid is just top of the chart of those, of those clubs that will not really allow you to do things freely. The second aspect of this thing is the player. Now I'm going to compare Real Madrid players to the players Xabi Alonso, coach at Bayer Leverkusen. Look at these profile players. They are different. Trust me, they are different. Because at Real Madrid, you don't just have to manage, you're not just in charge of the style of play, the tactics, the formation, and everything. I'm telling you, you will have to deal with a lot deeper than that. You have to deal with ego. You have to deal with profiles, players. You have to deal with big attitude. You have to deal with pride. You have to deal with a lot. There are players who think they are even bigger than you. But at Bayer Leverkusen, it wasn't like that. It wasn't. He was able to coach players or manage players that were willing to listen. They were willing to learn, because those players were not anywhere near, some level of limelight. So these players were able to learn. They were willing to learn, be coached, be managed. And that was why they were able to succeed. When you are in charge of players who are willing to learn, who doesn't think they are above you or anything, you will be able to pass your information easily. You will communicate your tactics, your formation, everything that you need will be communicated easily, because the first point of contact or the first point of success for me as a coach is you having players that are willing to listen to you, that are willing to take instruction, that are willing to sacrifice for you, that are willing to go as low as doing the least things just to ensure the team's success. But at Real Madrid, no, you don't have those kind of players. You probably would have few of them, but not all of them. And what you need is majority of them. But I don't think Xabi Alonso had this at Real Madrid. Now, the game, the final against Barcelona. Now, Real Madrid players refused to give guard of honor to Barcelona players. And we could see Xabi trying to call the players, come. This is sportsmanship. This is sport, and we have to exercise that spirit of sportsmanship. Come, give them their guard of honor. They deserve it. But look at the players refusing to listen to their coach. What do you think that says? What do you really think that says? I'm telling you, Xabi Alonso is one of the best coach in the world. I'm telling you, And I'm saying this for him. He's still going to be one of the best in the nearest future. And that is where my conversation comes in. People like, this is where I'm thinking that Manchester United should look into getting Xabi Alonso. This is my own take for them. This is my own suggestion, because now, on one condition, if I'm giving this suggestion on one condition, if Manchester United are ready to allow him do the work, if they allow him to select his players, if they allow him to get the players that he wants, if they allow him to implement his style of play, I think they will achieve something. If they give him that time, they will achieve it. Because I'm telling you, if Xabi Alonso was in another team, they wouldn't have sacked him. They wouldn't have sacked him. How many matches did he lose that they already sacked him? Check how many matches and Slot don't lose this season already. Check how many matches he has lost. What are they calling Pep Guardiola last season? How many matches did he lose last season? But still, they didn't sack him. That's to tell you there's difference between these teams, between these clubs. There are clubs that they are not ready for. They are not ready for anything called patience. They don't have the patience. They don't have the time to give you to implement your thing. If it's not working now, it's not working now. Out you go. They get on that coach. What they want is just an instant impact. That is what clubs like Real Madrid need. That's what they think they need. That's what they want. Instant impact. If you're not making an instant impact, you are out of the game. You are out of the board. You are out of the picture. They're just going to get someone else to just fill in the space. So for me, I think I'm not really surprised that Xabi Alonso is out of Real Madrid. But if you're telling me that this guy was a failure at Real Madrid, I will tell you it's a lie. Xabi Alonso was not a failure at Real Madrid. Real Madrid was just not, caught in for, giving people time to implement. If Arteta was the one that was in charge of Real Madrid, do you think it will last up to 6 months? They would not waff and come out since. Like Arteta, the way he started at Arsenal, if he started like that at Real Madrid, 6 months, they will waff him, they will pursue him immediately. I'm telling you, that's the difference between these teams. But I wish Xabi Alonso all the best of luck in the future. I know very well he's going to be one of the best coaches in the world very soon. I'm telling you, because you could see in the style of play what the message is trying to pass across to these players. The identity is clear. It's just the right tools. He didn't have the right tools. When I say the right, I mean the right players. Players who are willing to listen, not players that are playing with ego. Do you understand? That's just it for me. That's just it.